My future brother-in-law jizzed on my wedding dress and said that I am a low-level woman for being angry about what he did. Now, he is uninvited from our lives. So today I went out to do some Christmas shopping with my sister. I live with my fiancé James, so he was at home for the day. He works in healthcare, so he works 12 hours a day for 4 days, then gets 4 days off, then 12 hours at night for 4 days, and so on. Today was one of his days off, so his brother Dan visited and they spent the day together. I got home at about 8 p.m. after having dinner with my sister and getting all of our Christmas shopping done. My Uncle Ray is a tailor, so he's been adjusting my dress, and he sent it back to me while I was out. James and I aren't really the traditional type, so he was at home to accept the dress from Ray and check it was okay. I really thought everything was fine, because James texted me when Ray visited, and he sent me a picture of it. We were both really excited. When I got home, however, Dan had left and James was slightly tipsy. I decided to try it on to check that it was fitted properly. I unzipped the bag, looked at it, and found a weird mark on the chest piece. The top part is a corset-style thing, and there's a crusty stain across it. I've seen my fair share of semen. I know what it is. I don't know whose it was. I'm not sure if I even care. I'm just disgusted. I don't want to touch it. I'm so humiliated that I don't want to tell anyone about it. I don't even know how to bring this up to James. I doubt it was him, which makes it worse because he doesn't have that close of a relationship with his brother, and that's the only other person it could have been, unless other men were in our house. I can't afford a new dress. I found this one in a sale for $215. What the hell do I do? Update 2 days later. I asked James if Dan saw the dress in person. The answer was yes. James told Dan where the dress was, and Dan went alone to look at it while James was on the phone to our local Indian takeout while they were getting dinner. The one silver lining is that he saved me some cheesy naan bread. I showed James the stain, and he quite literally went red. I've never seen him so angry before. Some choice words were said and I'd rather not repeat them. He spilled a lot about what Dan has been like in the past. Conclusion: Dan jizzed on my fucking wedding dress. The splatter pattern looks like cum. The substance looks like cum, and it smells like cum. I touched that poop with my bare hands. I really don't know what else to say now. I wish someone had snot rocketed a huge sneeze onto it. I wish Uncle Ray had accidentally squirted mayo onto it while making his lunch, but I seriously don't think I can wear this dress now. It's absolutely beautiful and it was perfect and I felt so goddamn pretty. I was so pleased about the bargain I'd found, but Dan jizzed on it. A whole conversation happened between me and James that I'm too exhausted to remember and repeat, so I'll sum it up. He's furious and I'm furious. I don't even know if a wedding is happening anymore. Basically, James told me that the way Dan spoke about the women he'd been chatting to was abhorrent. There are 4 of them at the moment, and he's leading them all on because he wants to get laid. He said that he's in peak physical condition, he's conventionally attractive, and he's got a good job, so women should be fighting each other to get with him. He feels entitled to the affection of attractive women, including me. I feel like I'm going to hurl just typing that. I met this idiot when he was 14. I won't lie. Dan's in great shape. He has defined abs and trains every single day without fail. But that kind of body and that kind of lifestyle just isn't what I'm attracted to. I'd rather eat good food and play video games, if I'm honest. Apparently Dan is incredibly jealous that James managed to date someone like Callie. Me, lol. I've always had a grossly effective metabolism. I don't work out, but I eat pretty healthily and go on a lot of walks. Meanwhile, James doesn't put effort into his physique, yet he managed to date me, who clearly puts so much effort into being beautiful. I don't. I don't wear makeup and I don't dress up. I haven't worn foundation since before the pandemic. James is in shape, mostly because he rides a motorcycle and that surprisingly requires a lot of thigh muscle. Dan has supposedly always believed that I was better than James because my grades were better and I was in better shape, and that I'd break up with him and move on once I realized that I was wasting my time. Fat fecking chance. What the hell do I do now? I obviously have a wedding to think about, but I don't even want to wear the dress. I don't even want the wedding anymore. If there's a wedding, Dan will be involved. I think he knows that I know what he did. He stood at my front door. He's been there for about 15 minutes. He keeps ringing the doorbell. At it too. He's given up. He was there for about half an hour in total. I think he's drunk again. I am too, but I think I've got a damn good excuse. I have a Ring doorbell and I just watched him piss in my flower bed and walk away.